Hello everybody, RalorWolf once again, with Ed Kerman in space. Alright, this is about where we left off. Sorry for the delay in videos. After the holidays, I got the flu. Still kind of recovering from it. It's the worst illness I've ever had in my life. It's been crazy. I was pretty much almost bedridden for a week. But, yeah, the zombie apocalypse didn't take me. I thought it might have for a little bit. I thought maybe the zombies were really coming, and I was going to be patient zero, the very first one, killing my family and everybody. It was horrible. Anyway, like I said, I'm feeling a little better. But here we are, orbiting Kerbin with Ed here. Alright. We'd gotten into this orbit last time. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do yet here. But, let's go in, see how much fuel we've still got. Oh wow, yeah, we've still got a lot of fuel in this, stage, so this has some possibilities, but like I noted last time, we didn't actually put any RCS thrusters on here, or there's no docking port, so it's not really going to be too useful in any future plans, but we could leave it up here as kind of a monument of our first orbit in this new version of Kerbal Space Program. It's not very new anymore, but it's still new to me. Alright. Now, if you do play this game, if you click in flight, it'll take your spaceship out of the game and reset it. So you don't want to go to in flight unless you want to get rid of what you're flying. So just go back to the Space Center, and if you go to the Tracking Center, you can still see that up. It's still up there in orbit. Oh, no. That's another way to end your flights, is to terminate them and abort them there. Here's the button we want. Let's see. Let's see, if we load that ship... Sorry, I'm trying not to cough here. Alright. Load. Oh, load. Alright, I'm a doofus. But that's okay. That's why I'm on YouTube, because I'm a dork. Not that you guys are dorks, but, well, you probably are. Alright, here's the ship that we built. Like I said, I should have put some RCS thrusters on it. You'll live and you learn, and you drink Sprite. Let's put them in 4. I find it's best to go in multiples, an even number multiple, because if you're trying to use these things... If you're trying to use these and you only have 3 or 1 on there, it's going to make orienting yourself really hard. So let's see, there we go. That should give us pretty good control of that one. Alright. So now we got that. One of the other things we didn't do was add docking ports. Now let's see, we've got a few options. Sorry. Let's see, if we take this down, we can put one of these. Okay, I'll need to find it. Utility. No. There we go. That's it. These doors open up and there's a docking port underneath. So this will be a basic little orbital. A basic little orbital stage that we can open the side port up and dock something else to it if we wanted to. I don't see this being useful too much in my grand schemes, but you gotta start somewhere. So let's launch this baby. And we're on the pad, ready to launch with Monty Kerman. He's our pilot today. This grand rocket. Looks like we're going for a nighttime launch today. Let's throttle up. 3, 2, 1, blast off. Oh, I forgot it's kind of a slow go. Turn the SAS on. Yeah, I forgot I probably should have adjusted for some of that. But I know it can get into orbit, so we're good. I might go ahead and speed through this a little bit just to make it a little quicker. I'm not sure yet. Post-production is always so great. I'm going to turn off the SAS and start maneuvering over a little bit towards the horizon, just slightly, just to kind of start us rocking over. Lock that in place. Check our trajectory. It's doing alright so far. Alright, let's bring that up so we can throttle back up a little. The stage is about to run out of fuel. At least I think it is. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, cut the engines. We'll just glide for a little bit. Oh, let's turn the engines up a little bit and stage away. Yeah, I forgot I should have added some, what are they called? Some separatrons to help get that stage away a little more. Alright, let's line back up with our velocity vector. Once we're there, I'll throttle up a little more, try and at least get us kind of on the same orbital path. And almost there. Should be good enough for now. Still slide now. I guess that's okay. Go ahead and line up with the horizon. Sorry, I'm a little distracted right now. Still trying not to cough. But one thing I can demonstrate at least is now that we've got these RCS thrusters, I can take off the SAS and turn the RCS on, and now you can see when I hit the buttons to maneuver, it goes a little faster, and we get to watch little RCS thrusters flying. That's what those can do for you. Those are use monopropellant. That's this gas right there. So stop there. So the SAS can use those as well, but it likes to use them a lot just to stay stationary. So it's good to turn off the RCS if you're using your SAS, or vice versa. Let's see. Over there, let's just line up with the 90-degree mark a little bit more. Lock that in place. Get down to the horizon and lock her there. And throttle up. Now I'm going to actually go in and watch this fuel. We should be good. It is a full tank for our orbit insertion. Now this is probably the last time that I'll show the whole thing going up into orbit unless we run into problems with future ships. I again shot a little late. I'm already past the apoapsis. But that's no thing but a chicken wing. Just point up a little bit. That should help us a little. Yeah, we're falling down fast, but I've already shown that this thing has some pretty good fuel in it, so we should be alright. Once again, I'll probably speed this up a little. Alright, so we've just completed and got a orbit going. Actually, looks like it catches up on the other side. If I click this, click this other ship. No. Set as target. There we go. It'll show where we come closest in our orbit. Looks like intersect number 1. Not sure, I guess. Oh, okay, target position at number 1. So when we're here, it'll be there. So yeah, we're completely not off. But if you do want to catch up with another orbital body, then a good rule of thumb to remember is that when you're in a lower orbit like this, you'll be orbiting faster than the things outside. So, where is it at? It's over here, so if we want to catch up to it, we would want to keep our orbit inside of their orbit. And I could do that here. Let's see. Basically, I want to bring my orbit in a little bit so we stay on the inside over there. Let's turn RCS on, make this a little faster. We want to line up with this retrograde indicator. Let's try to stop our roll. There we go. Throttle up a little bit, cut it. Because I could actually do it in a maneuver node to do it scientific, or yeah, a little more scientifically, but who cares about that? Alright. And really it's easier to match up orbits when you're further away, because when you're this close to the planet, your time warp can only go up so far. Warp 5, 10, I don't think it'll let us go past here. Okay, it'll let us go to 50. Yeah, cannot warp faster than 50 while below 120 kilometers. So this is as fast as we can go, and we'll slowly catch up to them. Or we could have gone on the outside of their orbit and let them catch up to us. Or I could have gone even further out so I could time warp a little faster. But, oh, so now I've cut down and I can only go to warp 1 or 3. Oh. When you're in the atmosphere area like this, you can only time warp up to 4 times. It uses physical time warp. In fact, it may start to say that we're sinking in. We may be touching the... ooh, yeah, there we'll probably be touching the atmosphere. Yeah, I think we're already grazing it a little bit. You can see our apoapse is coming down slightly. So, turn off our SAS, flip around. Wait. There we go. Just lift this up a little bit. I'm just thrusting slightly. Actually, I'm out of fuel. Oh, because I'm still on this last. I was wondering why it was taking so long to turn around. Alright, we still have these fuel tanks connected, so we'll separate those off. I actually should have left that. Oh, okay, we'll still graze the atmosphere. That'll be good. So these fuel tanks here should keep touching the atmosphere and coming down. They should crash back to the planet, which is perfect because I'm going to try and keep my space trash to a minimum. Alright, hit spacebar once more. Jettison those. Now we're in our final stage. Well, I guess our final stage will be our capsule returning to the planet. We're in this last orbital stage. So now I should be able to... Yeah, this is turning a lot better, and I don't even have the RCS turned on. Alright. There we go. Up a little bit. Normally I wouldn't recommend flying away from the planet like this, but in this situation it's not horrible. I'm just trying to do some last minute little adjustments and things here. That should be pretty good. Yeah, I could have definitely done this a lot smoother, but it's my first little Let's Play trial. I'm not thinking straight, gotta think about things to talk about and things, so I'll get better. Let's see. Okay, our periapse is staying around there. So now when we get up to our apoapse, we'll want to open this up a little bit. Yeah. I don't really need to catch up to this other ship. We'll do some, oh, what's it called? Not exactly docking, rendezvousing. We'll do some rendezvousing later on with other ships. Like I said, this one doesn't even have a docking port, so there's no real point to it except to get out and look at it, I guess. This one has a docking port on it, but it's probably not going to be any part of any station or anything I build, just because it's just one little docking port. And I guess this could be some kind of an escape vehicle from the station. But I will go around and just circularize this orbit a little more now. So, time warp a bit. I'm still in physical time warp because I'm still low. Well, bummer. Alright, once I leave the atmosphere again, I'll be able to time warp. Unset target, just so it looks, so we can see it a little better. Doesn't give us all those little intersection points around the orbit. Cleans up the display a little bit. Oh, the space music just kicked back in, which means we probably hit space. Some of the music in this game is awesome. There we go, yeah, we can time warp around. Now, so to circularize the orbit, we'll get up at our apoapsis and burn prograde to bring this periapse out. Start slowing down. Alright. Spin our ship around. Let's see, that's retrograde. I'm going to go over to prograde. Sometimes the icons are a little bit difficult to tell the difference, but you'll get the hang of it. Alright, and since we're just circularizing here, we're not really doing a specific maneuver. We don't have to be right on the apoapse. Close is going to be good enough. We're at 132 kilometers, so we'll try and approximate that on the other side. Let's see, 132. So we want to accelerate. 120. Alright. And there we go. When they kind of flip to perpendicular to where they were, it means they've pretty much started passing each other. It's like if I wanted it to be perfect, I would wait and get up to the apoapse again and burn again and get a little closer. I've gotten them pretty perfect, like as perfect as I could get them, and then these little symbols will just start kind of flickering back and forth because the math sees like almost a perfect circle, and they'll jiggle back and forth. It's about as close as you can get it. When they jiggle, this is as close as you can get it. I could definitely be closer than I am now, but this is fine for our first, our second orbit, I guess, second attempt. Alright, well, that's going to be it for this video. In my next video, I'm probably going to start building a bigger ship, and we'll start to get maybe pieces that'll start linking together up here. The first one that we get out here, maybe I'll even dock with this one we just put up here. So I guess... Oh, and we can also watch to see if this debris will actually fall back in and lose its orbit. That'll be fun to watch. This ship, though, we'll probably just go ahead and land. You should be able to double-click on it from out here. And I think that'll take us to that ship. Yeah. Yeah, this is our other ship floating out here. No docking port, no RCS thrusters. So we'll just, I guess we can go ahead and land this one. We'll do that for the end of the video. Alright, so, to land, looks like we're already facing retrograde. So we'll just burn... Actually, stop that, and we'll try and pick a landing spot. Alright, we'll be coming around. Just burn until this drops down into the atmosphere. It already is here, but bring it down a little closer. About 40 kilometers should be good. And then the drag of the atmosphere will slow us down, and maybe we'll be able to pick a landing spot a little better. Alright, so time warp. Once we touch the atmosphere, you can watch this number start to drop, which we just hit time warp 1, so it should, yes, we're just under 70 kilometers here, which is the edge of the atmosphere, so it stopped our time warp, and now it's starting to drag our periapsis down. We can do some physical time warp up to 4 times speed here. You want to be careful using physical time warp because it will mess with your ships. If you have a bigger ship, it could break them apart. There have been a lot of kind of buggy situations that happen when you use physical time warp, so you have to be careful. But with a small ship like this, it's not going to be too bad. You should also try not to go in and out of the ship view while you're time warping too much, because it'll start to stress the ship and do some weird things. But even in this time warp, you can still turn. Well, if I took the SAS off. Oh, that's the other thing, is you should probably, with bigger ships, take SAS off if you're going to physical time warp, because that SAS trying to keep things straight at 4 times speed will sometimes shake ships apart. In fact, I'll go ahead and slow time back down and switch to our view and then speed it back up again. And you can see we can still kind of control our ship, but it's 4 times faster, so it's kind of tweaky. If I turn SAS on, yeah, it's not a very big ship, so it doesn't wobble much, but a lot of times you'll be able to see it wiggle from trying to keep itself straight. But okay, SAS back off, go back out to orbital view. You can see our apoaps, or our periaps, I mean, has already come down to 16,000 meters. So we're 14 kilometers is our lowest point, so we're re-entering the atmosphere, and it's slowing us down. See, it'll start touching the planet here any second. And there we go, we no longer have a periaps. Now it's tracking us through here, saying we're going to land out here in the ocean if we weren't to slow down anymore. But we're still slowing. You see our velocity is at 2,300 meters per second. It's slowly still coming in. I'm wanting to kind of land back near our base, but it looks like it'll probably slow me down even more than that. Because this is the launch pad right over here in the place that looks kind of like Africa. Oh, sorry, time warp up a little more. I'll time warp down. I might speed through some of this, speed it up some. Oh yeah, see, we'd have to. Well, I guess we still have our fuel tanks attached. We could just kind of face outside of the planet and shoot our rockets a little bit. I'm not too worried about wasting fuel here. We're landing, so. Yeah, you can see this is getting really hot and it's overheating because we're in the atmosphere. Normally it won't start overheating when it's out in the space. It's just something you have to kind of watch on. Things will blow up if they get too hot. Well, if we keep burning like this, it looks like we should land about where I want to. It's kind of an inefficient landing. I should have just let it go where it wanted to, but this is more fun. Alright, we're getting pretty low, so I'll go ahead and turn off the engines. Flip us around to face backwards. Eject that. Whoa! There we go. A little bit of flipping around there. And I'll pop the chute. We'll get to watch us drop that nuclear engine down on the ground. That'll be great. You might want to look out below. Nuclear fallout is coming. And kerblooey, maybe. Any second now. There it goes. And our chute opens up. I hope that's not a farmhouse over there. Alright, well, I guess that will conclude this video. I'll just time warp it down. once the chute opens, you can normally time warp pretty well. It won't mess anything up. But if you're time warping while or before the chute opens, it could rip the parachute off. But there we go. Slow it back down. And touchdown. Yay! Ed Kerman survives. Oh, hit the wrong button. There we go. Space, let's go. And we've had a successful landing by Ed. And he's pretty close to home. He's not too far away. Let's just hop back on board. End flight. And look at some of our stats here. But alright, that's it for me now, and I will see you next time.